The power of charity, how charities are changing our world.
Running a charity is not an easy job. With so many charities popping up and more people in the world, it might seem like there's no point in donating to anyone. But did you know that if we all donated just $5 a month, we could make the world a safer place? Let's get started. Every day, people around the world work tirelessly to make their communities better places for their families, friends, and fellow citizens. They volunteer in schools, they start new businesses, they donate to charity, they mentor children, all because they believe that if their community flourishes, our society thrives.
The power of charity is the idea that we can make a difference in our world by donating to charities and volunteering, and it's true. Philanthropy is the act of giving generously, and it doesn't take much. Even a small donation can make a huge difference in somebody's life. Even if you're not rich, just seeing how much better your life is from being able to buy things you want. Somebody else may be struggling just to feed themselves or get clean water to drink. Charities are the foundation of so many great causes. They provide essential services, research, and education that rely on your donations to continue. With a little bit of help from people like you, they can make big changes in the world. Charity is the act of giving money, goods, or time to the people who need it. Charities can be found all over the world and they're always looking for more supplies to give away. They provide food for families in need, money for education, and shelter for those without homes. The most well-known charity is called Toys for Tots. This program was created by an American Marine Corps sergeant named Don Likens in 1947 to provide gifts to children of fallen Marines.
Charities do so much for us. They offer social and emotional support, foster community, and provide a sense of belonging to those in need. Charity work has the power to change our world and give people specific skills they may never have had otherwise. Charities are able to have a huge impact on society by providing resources for people who are in need. One of the most important resources is health care. Charities help to provide vaccinations, education about health, and medical services that are often unavailable or unaffordable to some people. Other charities exist to protect vulnerable populations from abuse, neglect, or exploitation. These charities often work with governments and other organizations to make sure these groups of people are safe. This article provides 5 insights on how charities make the world a better place through their efforts. Learn more. Charities don't just help the people who receive aid, they also help out society. They provide a way for us to manage our greed and alleviate it. Charities promote better living standards in the United States, where only 5% of the population gives about half of all money given to charity. Charities also make it possible for Americans to be generous to other people in need throughout the world because these charities allow them to give money to a larger cause. Not everyone is fortunate enough to have the funds to donate. But donating doesn't always require money. You can also donate your time or talent to a local charity or volunteer at a non-profit organization. Volunteering at soup kitchens, animal shelters, food banks, and schools are just some of the ways you can contribute without any financial outlay. The sensible answer is that you should donate because it makes you feel good to help others. Some people might also be concerned for their own salvation. And of course, there are the selfless reasons that are part of our instinctual drive to support society, even if we're not receiving anything in return.
Charity is a very important part of society. It can bring joy to people who may otherwise be living in poverty or people who have lost their homes. In today's world, there are many types of charities that operate for different purposes. There are organizations to help protect the environment and those that help feed the hungry. There are also charities that focus on improving education and providing medical care for those in need. If you want to make a difference in your community, take a look at all the options out there and find out how you can contribute. There are many charities that are working for a better world. One example is the United Nations World Food Program. They provide food to over 80 million people in emergency situations, mostly in Africa and Asia. There are also lots of charity organizations that feed the hungry locally in the US. One such organization is Feeding America, which provides food to 46 million Americans living in poverty. Charities come in all shapes and sizes, from large international organizations to small local organizations, but they are united under the common goal of making people's lives better. These organizations do this by focusing on a myriad of different aspects of life including, but not limited to, food insecurity, education, healthcare, poverty, and more. This blog described the power of charity, which is changing the world. Charities are starting to save our planet by focusing on the environment, healthcare, education, and other important issues. There are many different types of charities out there for everyone, so it is easy to get involved even if you have limited time or money. In the modern world, charities have been able to drastically change the lives of many people. They have been able to give